usual, is the metal. And as the title indicates, I am throwing my hat into the harem manga. I'm going to start drawing it tonight on stream. So I hope everybody will enjoy that. I'm going to be drawing it on some of my good paper, my 9 by 12 Canson watercolor, not just my cheaper sketchbook paper that I get from Dollarama. So, now let's share this with you. And actually, I should actually bring it to chat.
Yeah, you should probably always have the chat up.
Oh, normally I usually do. I got lazy. Forgot to bring it up on my other computer, on my laptop, which is what I bring it up on, so I can easily see it depending on what I'm doing on the main computer. And also bring up YouTube, just in case the Restream chat doesn't want to show the YouTube.
Yeah, it's kind of finicky with that.
So, unless you've already dabbed in the chat. Actual thing there. Restream chat. There we go. YouTube chat. Let's see both. So, and we want to share some. Just because notifications might not be working tonight. Thank you for doing that. Oh, did you share it yourself or did you just,
Oh, I shared.
okay. Or I wasn't sure whether you did it yourself or whether you just retweeted my one. Although.
Oh, no, I shared before you did.
Ooh. So, let's see. That's not only one thing I can't find how to do. Is there any, like, enter button on for stuff? Or do you actually have to hit the enter button in Discord? Or do you know?
Oh, what do you mean? Like, with your mouse?
Yeah.
No, you have to hit enter. There's no send.
Okay, I thought so. Just from looking, but, you know. Hey, it's always
Yeah, and
good.
if you want to make multiple lines, you hold shift and enter, and then that won't send yet.
Good thing is I have lots and lots of rulers. Maybe too many rulers. Can you have too many rulers?
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, if you weren't able to draw because your entire space was being taken up with rulers, that'd be too many.
Okay, yeah. So, I'm going to give a quarter of an inch border around this. So I think that should be good. Quarter of an inch border. Since I think you that they usually work on a 9x12.
For manga?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the exact definitions is. I had them. I'll look them back up again.
That doesn't matter. I'm just going to use this anyway. So. I'll have to measure it out for each page. But I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. I normally work on A4 size, so like 9x12 is fine. When you actually reduce for printing, though, the actual manga size is only 5.5 inches by 7 3/4.
Yeah.
Because manga pages are tiny. They're like paperback books.
Yeah. I guess that gives me 9x12 to work with. That gives me 8.5 by 11.5. And on this first page, I have 5 pins. And I probably want to leave a quarter inch for.
I think Timothy's already calling you boring because he put tumbleweeds rolling through the chat.
Aww, hey Timothy. Well, if it should get exciting soon, hey, I'm letting people know I'm trying to talk about something or other. So 5 panels. And I gotta work from this way to that way if I'm to do it properly. So we have 8.5 to work across. No, it was just so silent. Okay. Um, I don't know why it was silent. We were saying, well, maybe it wasn't quite so silent. Maybe it was
It was pretty quiet while you were
getting the
framing things up.
Yeah. You need to make Metal the co-host. He sort of is, but usually he's as busy as me when he's on here, so.
Yeah, you happen to go live just sometimes a little bit earlier because it's about 10 when I hit my stride, but it's just around the time that I really get into the workflow.
Yeah. So 8.5. Oh. Long pin. So 8.5. Take another 1/4 inch for what's the name of it? The gutter. So that leaves me.
I haven't even started on drawing the harem like manga at all. I have a page scripted. I don't know if I'll get to it.
So you don't know whether you're actually gonna get your harem manga done at all?
I don't know. I'll attempt it. I've just been pushing so many things back because of the Tezuka manga contest
Yeah.
that I don't know if I can. But I'll give it a solid effort.
Cat says the workflow of the harem comic. Make this. Make this side the 4 inches. You better try hard. Your pride is on the line, says Cat.
Ha. But what you don't know is I have no pride. I have a self-sustaining ego, which means I don't need any pride for it to work.
Timothy. Oh snap! No, she didn't. Okay, so then we got 11. 11 1/4. Here, so 9 and 3/4. So let's see. 3/4. Oh no, that's not gonna leave me much. 2 6 and 3/4. We'll just make it 7 on that. It's probably gonna make it hard. 2 and 1/4. Sounds more like an excuse for laziness, says Cat. Oh damn.
Well, to be honest, participating in this contest would be the lazy thing to do because it would be distracting me from the stuff I should be doing.
Catching. Well, it'd be the lazy thing, but not the lazy thing because it gives you more work, but would be distracting you from your real work.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe lazy is not the word. It'd be the procrastinating thing to do.
Christopher C says, "Think that was you self-affirming your ego
Especially because I've actually had people yelling at me like, "Hey, when's the next page of the webcomic coming out?" It's like, yeah, soon, ish.
Well, the good thing is at this point you have till December 1st, so you could do a page of the web comic, do a couple pages of the manga, because it can be your best work or not be your best work. It's up to you. Except for the fact that you're dealing with Dillard in this, and unless you really want to beat him, I don't think anybody else is any real competition. Look at me.
Oh, see, if I do this, I'd have to do it like really cartoony anyway, just because I could not afford to spend too much time on a page.
Yeah. Rick, please tell Metal to get Shabby on board this harem manga. Hey, when is the next issue of your webcomic coming out? Says Timothy. Jokingly, I believe.
Yeah, Christopher says, "Tell him to stop being so thirsty. It's unsightly being so needy." It's like, yeah, but I haven't put out a page of the webcomic since. Actually, let's check when the next one or the last one went up. All summer, maybe. Let me look.
Yeah, probably due to the manga because you've been working on it all. Timothy says if you beat Dillard, he might boycott you, Metal. That is a distinct possibility. Tell them to stop being so
Yeah.
thirsty.
May 13th. That was the last time I uploaded a page of the webcomic.
And this is not good. Listen. Uh, Man, this is small to work in. Small spaces.
Are you used to working in bigger spaces?
Yeah. 11 by 17. Ah, crap.
What'd you do?
Those lines aren't supposed to be there. That's one big panel.
Hmm.
I can get some white out or whatever. Pain in the ass.
See, I'm used to working in, I guess, these size spaces because the scanners I have access to only go up to A4. So, I can't afford to draw on anything bigger. Or else I'd have to do multiple scans, and then obviously the edges are going to be blurry and stuff. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Well, that's why I end up finding myself a scanner that can do a comic page. A regular sized comic page. But it wasn't too much money, man. And that's why I bought it, because I found it for $200 Canadian. It's like, yes, that is a deal. I'm getting it. Oh. So are you drawing a feature page? Tammy twerks too much, your new superhero. I do not have a superhero named Tammy. Well, actually, I don't know.
Though I have a cousin named Tammy.
Although I was just about to say, I don't know any of these characters' secret identities. Because I'm making, except for doing the design process of their costumes beforehand, I'm making everything up as I go along. Personalities, all that. They do go up to 11, says Timothy. Yeah, 11 across. Actually, a little bit more than
No, as he even put in there, he made a This Is Spinal Tap reference. You ever see This Is Spinal Tap?
I don't think so.
Okay, it's a mockumentary, or like a movie that's meant to look like a documentary about a fictional band called Spinal Tap.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be like one of those 80s hair metal bands or whatever. And in one of the scenes, he's showing them these amps that he made himself. He's showing the documentarian. And unlike other people's amps, ours go up to 11. And the documentarian's like, well, why don't you just make 10 louder? And the guy, he's an idiot, so he just can't comprehend. It's like, but ours go up to 11. But 11's still the loudest setting, so you can't amplify it any louder than the speaker would go anyway.
Yeah. Do I even have any?
Yeah, it's a good movie. Only it's like a divisive movie though, or divisive. It's like 50-50. People either love it or they don't get it. But I do recommend people watch it.
And yeah, that's something else I gotta do tomorrow night. I was talking with Dean tomorrow night. Is the whatchamacallit? The movie on Discord. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but just use one of the audio channels. I guess. And just show my video.
What, to watch a movie on Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, it's easy, right? You just you stream the movie through Discord and it shares the audio with everybody.
Yeah. And the picture, right? Or
Yeah. You just go in there. It's like a share screen type thing. It brings it up as its own little user window, and everybody can just watch the movie.
And we can all talk through it. And I can miss 90% of the movie and have to watch it again.
Sid and Nancy is also a good movie, based off of Sid Vicious and his girlfriend. My cousin wrote a song about that too. It's pretty good.
Timothy says, pick a real bad movie so we can talk through it. Well, I haven't seen the Fast and the Furious series, so I was thinking of watching it. Although maybe that's something I can do another night. It's called Bad Movie Night.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna watch a bad movie, I got the perfect recommendation for you. You can find it on YouTube because this movie is so bad nobody cares about the rights to it, and it's called Surf Nazis Must Die. It's probably the worst movie I've ever seen, but it's so bad you have to watch it.
Uh, I know a couple. I think I know a couple of those, although I probably can't think of them offhand. Okay, so now I need to let that dry. Well, I think I can erase all the pencil lines that people may or may not be able to see with my camera.
Yeah. I would say like this movie is so bad that if it wasn't for the fact that you knew it was like made during the time that it looks, you would think it was actually a parody of like bad '80s films.
Christopher says, "Oh God, I love that movie." The Room. Timothy says, "I think that you said that before you said that." Thus, suggesting a movie.
Tommy Wiseau's The Room is also another great movie to watch.
Ice Pirates is a great point. Says, Christopher. Yes, it's so bad it's fun to watch.
I actually almost forgot that Ice Pirates was a thing, but I don't remember where it was. I saw somebody like posting screenshots from it recently. It's like, oh yeah, that movie. Might have been on Twitter. Might have been somebody I follow was posting stuff. Yeah, I don't know why. I get a kick out of just watching really bad films. Like, who was another one? Have you ever seen the movie Rubber?
I don't think so.
It's about a sentient tire
Okay,
with psychic powers.
definitely not.
Yeah. So that the tire has superpowers. It's psychic, and it can like blow people up.
Yeah, I definitely remember seeing something.
Yeah,
And my mom thought
but
Attack of the
like,
Killer Tomatoes was bad.
yeah. Well, and the worst part about Rubber was that it was trying to be a bad movie, which made it even worse. And they had like in the movie there was context of people sitting and watching the movie, but the directors didn't have an ending to the movie, so they were constantly trying to poison the audience before the movie ended and like trying to kill them off and stuff like that.
So they did a sort of a Spaceballs thing.
Kind of, except
Yeah,
not in a good way. It's
yeah,
really bad. You got to watch it.
yeah. Well, maybe we can do that. Have Sunday night, bad movie night. Have a good flick on uh maybe Saturday nights, and then bad movie night on Sunday.
Mallet wants to know what hat.
I don't know what hat exactly. I'm just, in other words, I'm going to be doing the manga, which technically I already am since I started.
Is it a toque?
A toque?
Yeah, toque.
Could be.
I mean, they got a little heft to them, right? Just because of all the fabric, you could actually probably toss it a little bit.
Yeah, actually, most toques are fairly light. They're made of light material.
Oh, the only one I ever felt was like heavily woven.
Yeah.
So
Well,
probably give me a pretty bad what's it called? Perspective.
Well, they're sure heavily woven ones, but even most of those I think are fairly light. At least as far as I'm concerned.
Well, it was heavier than say my beanie.
Oh yeah, well, beanie. Look at it. There's less, not to it. That thing could blow off. I could blow that off your head.
Well, okay, so like a beanie though with the fabric weighs about as much as a baseball cap. Weight of a baseball cap because everything's stiff. So anything that weighs more than that, I consider a hat with some heft.
Okay. Yeah. I think I got a bunch of toques around.
Oh, Mallet wants to know if it's a fez.
No, not a fez. Is he doing in that other chat? Kat says you guys gave toques in the States, though. I thought you just called it a beanie. No.
No, I think she meant have. Probably just a typo, because that would make more sense in that sentence.
Actually, I've heard that in a particular spot in the States, they do use the word toque, but it means like a toboggan.
Really? I've never heard it used that way.
Now, I don't know how...
Yeah, she meant have. No, when I had that experience is up when I was in Chicago, which, you know, it's on the Great Lakes, so it's really not that far from Canada. There's a lot of merchandise available over there.
Well, it says, why is Kat a mod? Kat says she's the best mod. She does nothing. I made her a mod for some reason a long time ago. I just never took it away.
I thought Evan was best mod. I guess Kat and him are going to have to duke it out. You would hope that everybody knows where Chicago is, Mallet. But some people just don't.
Let's see. They grew up on the waterfront of Lake Michigan, and I got no idea what you are talking about.
That's funny.
They need to duke it out in the Thunderdome. 2 mods. Enter. 1 mod. Leave.
Rick?
Yeah?
I have to have a question here with you. Why does the first panel of this eerily look like also the first panel of your attempt at the Japanese shield?
Because I use the same sort of, well, no, I wouldn't say the same sort of idea. She is on top of the building, looking out over the city like, yeah, but about that's about where it ends for the things, because then, she's here. He spots this guy going along the rooftops.
Yeah. Timothy's like, Japanese Shield? Yeah, that was going to be Rick's attempt at the Tezuka manga contest before he gave up on that.
Yeah.
And Christopher says, ugh, I hate Chicago. Those, I think this is FIPs. I don't know what that means. I might be a boomer with that. But call my town Little Chicago. What town?
Hello, Lorenzo. The chat. I hate these small panels. New Buffalo.
Okay.
Buffalo, the 4-time no Super Bowl winners. How do you know that's real Lorenzo?
What, and not his doppelganger, Lorenzo, too?
That Lorenzo the real Lorenzo has Link on it. I'm on the panel on another stream, but I wanted to say hi. Christopher says, nah, don't confuse that grapple. That's why they built a new one. Rick, you only have 10 viewers. You have 10 viewers, but 1 dislike. Good job. Wow, yeah. That's really good. Lorenzo, what stream, Lorenzo? It may be better than this. It's Mallet Lorenzo, Jesus fucker, says Lorenzo. He has to be the real Lorenzo. He's bragging about another stream. I'm on. I kind of believe.
Okay, with a name like that, I can only assume it's one of 2 types of show. Either this is some type of Christian fellowship show for trying to grab people towards the church, for I kind of believe, or it's some type of tinfoil hat show series. Timothy wants to know what kind of monster would the Japanese Shield fight. Maybe a maple syrup monster. No. Japanese Shield was going to fight a clan based off of the Zodiac, just the Japanese interpretation of the Chinese Zodiac.
Christopher says both are not mo- uh, mutually exclusive. Rick always promotes himself in other states. Not always. Mallet. Mallet saying Lorenzo should drop a link. Yeah, if he wants.
So they're talking about animal experimentation on dogs. So, yep, tinfoil hat show.
The maple syrup monster in Japan, I don't think would go over well. Timothy.
Ah, but you could have a soy sauce monster, though.
Yeah.
Val wants to know if I think the comedian shield would be good. Maybe. That could be kind of funny. I'd read it.
Yeah, actually, I was watching Mallet a little earlier, and he accidentally said saying Canadian Shield.
Wasabi monster. Okay, Cat, I like that idea.
But instead of saying Canadian Shield, I think that's what he accidentally said, Comedian Shield. I'm not sure whether he did it on purpose or
not. How do you handle spicy things, Rick?
Very good, usually.
Okay, so you could take wasabi?
I think so. I'm not sure whether I've had it or not. I do like spicy stuff, so.
It's basically just really spicy mustard that the Japanese use for stuff.
Okay, yeah, I probably could. I think I've had spicy mustard before, so. The unknown shield. It says. Let's see. Christopher said the on thing, the shield protects himself. His rubber chickens. The Timothy says it would be the Canadian shield. It would be the Canadian shield would do stand-up comedy, laughs out loud, or a bag on his head. Mallet says the unknown shield.
Yeah, or the comedian shield could be like Freakazoid, and he just like gets his villains to quit by driving them insane.
Yeah. We need to put. I'm gonna have to let that dry before we do it. Oh well.
Mallet wants to know if this is the harem manga.
Yeah.
Which at this point I'm trying to figure if that is too, because I have yet to see him with any women whatsoever.
Well, it's not drawn in good at the moment. I'm just sketching it, but that is one of the women. Actually, she's there and there, although you can't really make her out in either of those. There's a guy, supposed to be a guy there. I'll be drawing stuff in better. Here she's jumping off that building, landing on one of these buildings here, and then she's going to be chasing after him.
Okay, part of the problem might just also be how blurry it's coming in for me.
Yeah. Well, these aren't really defined yet either, so. Wait, is this the manga I step? Wait, is he? Wait, is it the manga I stepped away? Yes. People just off buildings. It's superhero oriented. Happens all the time. And it also has to be backwards, right? Yeah. So that's why I'm starting here. Then we go here, boop, 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 boop. So in here, I can actually probably start in some lines of the building.
It depends. He says, wait, isn't manga a lot different than regular layouts, more dynamic and better? It varies a lot. But that's actually the most dynamic part about manga is there is no real like set form to layouts. Typically, yes, just more dynamic shapes and stuff, the better. Especially if you have your boxes shaped in a way that points the panel flow and the eye flow of reading.
And this is just the first page. Hopefully, I do that really good later on. This is my second attempt at a manga.
Some manga don't even have gutters. They just have like a black line going across separating panels.
Trying to avoid the wet paint that I put on there to act as...
Yeah, I think some of my favorite ones are when you have the panels tiled over each other like a collage. But it varies a lot.
And I'm gonna put I'll end up putting lights or whatever certain spots here. Well, I guess my lights are just creating. Since this is all gonna be black and white too. Yeah, I'm not seeing greatness here. It's the first page. Mallet.
Yes, formatting the book to read from right to left is part of the contest rules. I can actually even go and read which rule it is real quick, too. Because I believe the rules are pinned.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Figure out where he put it. At least it was in the rules when Evan sent them to me. Wouldn't be surprised if you forgot to put it in the actual Discord.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Yeah, I think Evan actually forgot to put them in here.
Yeah, we'll have to let him know.
Him and Elric and I were talking. The going from right to left was brought up like 7 times.
Christopher says first page of the harem manga should have titties. Well, unfortunately, it's not
I
big
don't
in.
disagree with that.
Unfortunately, it may not be big in your face, but I am trying to position her in this panel, so you're supposed to see the top. Although I'm not sure with her costume how much you would see.
I'm gonna go complain to Evan real quick.
Okay.
Yep.
Plus, you want to just be a tease at first. I think some perspective here is needed. I'm looking at manga on the other window, and it just doesn't look like this. I don't see, I don't see why it has to read right to left, because that's the way the Japanese do it. That's the way manga's done.
Personally, I'm not picky about that, but when Elric, Evan, and I were originally discussing the rules, it did keep coming up.
Yeah. Okay, so because this isn't dry yet, I'm not going to do too much more on this page. I'm gonna set up my next page.
But Evan is like the rules are, so if he wants to throw it out, he can. I just have to remind him because it seems he forgot.
Yeah, it's a rule. It's a dumb rule. It says cat. Unless boy is jumping from that building into it don't make sense. Well, the boy isn't there. She's coming after the boy. That's part of the manga, those harem mangas, right? They pursue the guys a lot.
Yeah, typically in harem-related manga, you can have it multiple ways, but the biggest trope is that the guy is kind of not wanting the attention. So you have multiple girls pursuing him and fighting over it.
Yeah. Christopher C., how long have you eaten? Nothing. Hey, Inkwell. Is the boy just standing there? No, he's in this one. He doesn't even know she's up there. He's supposed to be running across the rooftop. She notices him. So is this an autobiographic manga? No, I don't think so. Depends on what you mean by that. Well, I do not see a 100-page story here. It's not supposed to be 100 pages. It's only supposed to be 30. Right? Metal?
Well, yeah, this is just a 30-page one shot.
And hello, Eagle.
Mallet wants me to tell you that this doesn't make sense already.
And why doesn't it make sense? Mallet. Eagle, have you found your way to the shores of the Shadowrun universe? Don't.
Oh, Evan did actually have rules up here for formatting, though. The canvas, which you can still fix digitally, was supposed to be 10.12 by 14.33.
Yeah, I was gonna be fixing it digitally.
Yeah,
I
okay.
I just figured draw it the typical manga size, if you will, or what I believed was the typical manga size, and then from there. Mallet saying, "Don't do gutters. This is too Canadian." Well, there's manga with gutters too, right? Or
Yeah.
do-
No, the manga's formatting is very loose and basically just serves the purpose of the page or the
uh,
story. Like typically you don't change how you format it halfway through a story. But yeah. A lot of older ones, like if you go way back, like when Tezuka himself was working on stuff, they had like traditional block and guttered formatted comics, but it's evolved over the years quite a
uh.
bit.
Mallet says, "Stop agreeing with." Christopher says, "Okay, page 2. I wonder what pair of things should be on this page." I have 5 panels again.
And if you want proof that guttered and box formatting is common among popular series too, you could actually white box me in a second. Let me turn my camera on, and I'll show you an example.
I don't have an eBay store, Eagle. Here, let me. You're showing. Let me.
Yeah. And this is done from left to right because it's translated. So they flipped everything when they translated it back in the day. But these are pages from Inuyasha, and Rumiko Takahashi almost always did her stuff with like traditional panels and gutters. And this was as late as or as recent as the 80s. Forget when Inuyasha started. Ended in the 90s. I'm just trying to remember exactly when it started.
Cat says, "Metal, do you have time for all this showing manga stuff? You got a manga to draw." And she says that was her first manga, and it was great.
I only had time for that because I happen to have that copy right next to me.
Okay, so we got 5 panels. Running through.
And yeah, Inuyasha was one of my first manga as well. That was probably the very first one I read.
Yeah, my mom's here. So I'm just trying to figure out the paneling for this page. I got 5 panels. I'm just trying to figure out how I want them.
Oh, I went and I posted that link that Mallet dropped in my chat for Eagle. It's his eBay store.
Oh, okay. So one big panel on the bottom. Thanks, Metal and Rex and Eagle. Yeah, no problem. Anytime, Mallet. Metals. Did get a gutter in. Yeah. It's easy.
My workstation is not even in the same room I sleep in. Which is why I keep my comics out here. I'd rather them be closer to my workstation than the bed. Evan wants me to tell you to pay for his Harem Manga 2020 award plaque that Mallet will make when he wins.
Yeah. He thinks he's winning. That's cute.
No, I thought the cuter part was the fact that he thought you'd pay for it.
Oh, yeah. Metal sleeps with the story of timeless love near him. Too bad the main character is a 14-year-old girl. Mallet says, I owe him $120. I ain't bought none, so I don't know nothing. I know nothing, I see nothing, I hear nothing.
Yeah, Rumiko Takahashi is my favorite manga creator, or as they call him, mangaka. But my favorite story from hers is actually a spin on the harem genre, just with martial arts, and that's Ranma One Half.
You know what? We could choose. Gutter as usual. Gutter. Hey, Elric! Kat says Rama was her second. Christopher says, I got a trophy I made. You can have it. It's called tampon. Let's see. Ulrich says, Hiromo, whatever, is one of his favorite manga, creator of Full Metal Alchemist. Cool.
Mallet wants an invite. He needs some distraction.
Okay.
And I'll be right back.
There you go, Mallet. So, over Cross, are you drawing a manga page? Yes, I am. I've actually did my part of my first. Or who's the burning this? Metal better be leaving to go convince Shabby to participate. I will. Okay, so we got 8.
I have returned.
Yay!
Cat. Oh, no, Cat. I was not leaving to convince Shabby to participate in the contest. I was using the facilities.
2.5 minutes. 5, 2, 7. Cat says returned with Shabby. New. He has no.
But I didn't need to leave to flip some Inuyasha pages. I could have just done it right here. Bullet wants to know, isn't Shabby's Star Odyssey comic already basically a harem manga? I don't know. I don't think I've read or Stare Odyssey. I think I missed an eye there. I don't think I've read this, whatever it is.
Coca-Cola code had
Oh, you know what? I know what I should do.
What should you do?
Instead of convincing Shabby to compete, I should just convince Shabby to draw my comic for me. Then I can kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, he's participating,
And all I have to do is write a script.
yeah, which is easier than writing a script and drawing it all up. So, Elric, what do you think? I've thrown my hat into the ring. And here we have Mallet. Hey, Mallet, how are you?
Hello.
Long time no hear.
Hello.
Long time no hear on my stream.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, very good.
that's why I said long time no hear you on my stream.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were teasing me.
Did I tease you?
Yeah,
Sure, I would.
true. So, why isn't your manga like better than everyone else's?
I'm barely off the first page.
This is going to be a difficult competition.
Yes, it is.
I mean, we've got heavy hitters like Evan Hotep and Elric Hayuga in it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, to me, it looks
Well,
like another episode of the Canadian Shield.
oh, it's not going to be an episode of the Canadian Shield. I can assure you that.
Be a lot of walking, some people falling off sheds.
No.
How are you gonna? How can you do this, Rick? Isn't this like a very risque type of genre?
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus went to the prisoners and the poor and the criminals, but he didn't partake in that.
True.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
Yeah, so am I. I've been in bad company too long. Maybe I should get off of the internet. You people are
I think you would be in worse company.
corrupting my morals.
Well, I mean, your first problem is you keep inviting me onto your show.
No, Meadow, you're good. I mean, I find you very engaging. You understand the stories that you're doing. You know, you've obviously thought through some of the concepts of your universe, and you know, Rick is still figuring out what the Canadian Shield can do. I'm just
Well,
saying.
I'm not figuring. I'm figuring out the limits to his powers, not necessarily what he can do.
Oh, I wasn't going to say my writing ability was the bad influence. I was going to say my questionable morals were.
I think we all have.
Uh,
All of our morals are questionable.
Oh, Elric says, Cross, run your waifus by me to make sure they're sugary enough. Well,
That says Segoy.
Segoy, that's not sure. There are no R's or Y's in that word there.
well, I was trying to take what he meant. I was thinking, spell check, Gambad.
No. I am here to make sure you pronounce words correctly also.
Oh, okay. That's good. I'll be sure to pronounce them wrong, just so you can help.
I may not help. I think you're dismissing my help now.
Would I do that?
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe.
You've dismissed everybody's help.
Not everybody. I take some.
Yeah, you probably listen to Dave.
No.
Yeah, Christopher C says, is it really a first page without any chicks?
There's a chick on it.
I saw very rectangular buildings, no dynamicism. Now, I was looking at different pictures of manga, and it's like you got stuff shooting around all over the place. I almost fell asleep on that first page. I'm just trying to help you because you do have a lot of competition.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be easy on you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about like uniform geometry or anything. I think a good example, you should look at some pages from Soul Eater, where the world itself looks kind of like Dr. Seuss style.
Yeah.
Soul Eater?
Yeah. It's not a harem, it's shonen. It takes place in a school, kind of, but it's like a battle school who hunt things.
Oh.
Yeah, they're called Death Scythes. And you get like two different students. One of them is like the person who uses the weapon, and the other students can turn into a weapon, so they have to like line their frequencies, like their souls like wavelength with each other to operate well. It's a pretty good story. But it's got some really like off art that's not usual, but it looks really cool.
It's like Girls on Panzer.
Yeah, to a degree. Yeah.
I would read that, but I just have a problem with that.
Elric says for Fire Force, same creator. He said he can never get into Soul Eater, but he loves Fire Force. Christopher's going battle school. Kat says Evan is going to be the one to beat. He's got style. John's the one to beat.
Well, John's is going to look really good, but I think the story aspect is questionable.
Yeah.
I agree.
Christopher says, so when do you when do the Fuda girls show up? Hey, Argos!
Argos is here. I haven't seen that name in a long time.
Yeah. So he's saying, what's the contest? It's a harem manga contest developed by Evan Hotel.
I think it's basically soft porn.
Probably, yeah.
And Rick, the Christian creator, is participating in this.
Well, it does also depend. It can range anything from being fairly wholesome to ecchi, or as far as and ecchi is like when it gets sexual, but it's not quite yet porn, all the way to hentai, which is kind of like,
don't say that word.
I think what John is planning on doing.
God.
Yeah, well, mine's not going to be any close to John's. I might do a lot of innuendo words, and like we have in a lot of our sitcoms and stuff like that. There'll be stuff like that. Of course, there's going to be pun, plays on words or whatever. So,
are there gonna be puns?
Yeah.
Like actual puns?
I think so. When I'm done the script, I'll probably send it. I'm not sure who I should send it to, if anybody. I don't want it.
Yeah, don't send it to me.
Cat says sexual pun. Yes. Well, I believe so anyways.
That's not gonna work.
Hey, I have one character named Kung Fu Kitty. So, that plays into some puns. The main the guy of the story is his superhero name is Piper, so Pipe, that could play into some stuff too.
You can't put your name in the book.
Oh yeah, you totally can.
Yeah. It seems wrong.
Well, he is actually a character that I can come up with beforehand, so I'm just using him for whatever reason.
Argos wants to know if you're gonna draw naked ladies, or are they gonna be like Daisy Duke ladies?
They'll probably be more like Daisy Duke. I'm not gonna draw any actual nudity. For those that have not been by in the last little bit.
Well, Evans has to be censored anyway, so you could draw them nude and then just, before you finish the page, shine out the naughty parts.
Yeah. There's one of
the naughty parts.
There's one of my characters, Amazing Girl. Another one, Ultimate Woman.
That kind of looks like a ripoff on Starfleet.
What? Well, see, it's the A for Amazing. Kung Fu Kitty. And Oceano.
Argos has a good idea.
Elric also asked if we're going full Sony, which is a pretty good question since he is participating. Evan never said how you had to censor it. He just said that it has to be censored. If you want to put like a tiny black bar to cover things up that just does the bare minimum job, I'm sure that's fine.
And although this is not the best job I tried to mangify my character Piper, so there he is.
But yeah, I agree with you, Mallet. Argos' idea is really good.
Yeah, cover them up with tiny grass. No.
I may have to reconsider my judging of this contest. Theme or bubbles to co? Yeah, that's true. Are your characters, Rick, going to be married or engaged? I mean, you have a history. You know, your universe has a distinct moral code to it.
Yeah. Well, some
This
of
seems to
them.
go against a lot of.
Um, one character is married. Well, at least one character is married. Like Kung Fu Kitty's not going to be married. Amazing Girl's not going to be married. I know that. I believe Ultimate Woman maybe once was. I'm not sure whether she would be presently. I haven't, like I said, I'm creating this on the fly, so I don't know haven't created, except even Piper I haven't created a backstory to. All the women in it, I definitely haven't really created much of a backstory. There's a couple thoughts I have in my head how they might be connected, some of them, or might not be connected. So,
How long has Piper been a character?
probably 10 years.
Okay, Rick, you've had 10 years.
Yeah. Well, you gotta see, I created the character. I didn't focus on him. I've been focusing on my first year and a half in the comics. Piper's a character that's gonna show up. I don't know when. Maybe he'll show up in the second and a half year.
Okay, I'll stop badgering. I'll stop badgering you.
No, I don't mind, Mama. I don't mind. I don't mind discussing my universe. How many times have me and you discussed my universe? Well, Metal or anybody out there.
Well, by badgering him, that's how you actually get him to come up with these ideas.
Well, I know, but I mean, sometimes it can seem like I'm being mean.
No.
Oh, Kat says that we need to be creative. If use angles and objects to keep it decent, she'll be taking points off of for laziness. So kind of like that scene in Austin Powers when they're like at the hotel room afterwards, and they're having a conversation on the video call, so they're covering everything up with like the fruit or the plates and stuff like that.
Yeah. That was good.
Let's see. Elric says Cross Manga Plus is the Shonen Jump at Canada and the EU, so download it and read some manga to get used to how manga reads. Yeah. Right now I'm trying to get used to drawing. My biggest thing I think is getting used to the drawing of it. It's a different style. The few characters that I've drawn, I know most people say it, that I've seen fairly good at it. So.
Rick, I found my first 7 pages of the script and layout for Xylo.
Ah, awesome. That is good.
I should have written it better because it's very difficult to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, Argos wants to know everybody who's competing as of now and who the judges are.
I think Argos should be in this contest.
Argos should. Hey, Argos, do you want to draw my script?
No, you need another.
Right now, there's supposed to be Metal competing, me, Elric, Evan, and John Dillard. And the judges are Mallet. Who are you guys judges? Mallet, Cat, Billy?
Billy is not his actual name. That's just how Evan refers to it. It's my co-host on the Vomitorium, Noctinix. No, not Buck. Chris.
Okay.
Metal,
he calls him Billy because he sounds like Billy Baldwin or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to figure out who Billy was for a long time.
And Flit.
Evan is trying to get me to bully more people into the contest.
So, Metal.
Yeah.
Would you be against doing a show at 2:00 and calling it Afternoon Delight?
I would not be against that.
That's pretty good, hey?
Yeah.
That was supposed to be
Good song,
Evans.
too.
Yeah. I think that would be, you should do that. Like, well, like shortly after Rick's done, you should do the Afternoon Delight.
Christopher says, now, was Amazing Woman Putana a girl, or is that just double thick? Are you asking me that, Christopher? And although nobody's going to be able to read this unless they slow it down. Right now, here I've been writing mine just on paper like this. And I'm on panel 3 of page 13 in my writing. So he sounds like a disappointment. Who sounds like a disappointment?
I am currently, Rick, putting holes in my cribbage board. I figured it out.
Ah.
Isn't that exciting? It is to me. I thought it'd been easier than this. It's not.
Well, with how often my co-host cancels on me, yeah, it is kind of a disappointment.
Ooh, Billy. Also, do you think Vomitorium is a good name for that show?
Yes, it's an excellent name for the show.
I mean, it doesn't. It's your show. You can.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
can do
Before
what
I
you want.
left, because I used to do this show like 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And then we had to leave because of just a number of different issues that happened, and I'm only just now able to get back to it this year. We had gotten up to 116,000 plays in like less than a year of building an audience.
Did you? That's probably pretty good, eh?
Yeah. No. The show name is fine, and
Yeah.
the format and stuff of the show is fine too. It's just taking a break for 4 years. You're basically building the audience from scratch again.
That's true. It is difficult to do all that, isn't it?
Yeah, but at least I have some experience. It's just going to take a while.
Cat says, Vomitorium sounds terrible. That's the reason I'm checking it out. You can't go by the name because Vomitorium doesn't have anything to do with vomit. Everything.
Well, you can totally go by the name, but we attract the right people.
Cat, it's no worse than this. No, and it's actually better. Because there's conversation.
Yeah, well, they're strictly conversations. They're not a lot of art.
Yeah, sometimes it's high octane conversation too, depending on the topic.
I have to admit, I've only been there once.
I was on it
twice.
I was
once
on
in the beginning and once at the end.
I was on it once. I've listened to it a few times, and I actually talked a fair amount when I was on it too. But it's just getting me in the right conversation. So.
Oh, Rick, you talk a lot when you're on other people's shows.
Well, sometimes, yeah. If I'm not drawing, I probably talk a lot more, and then especially if I'm not. No, if I'm not something.
All right, I figured out how to do the holes for my cribbage boards.
Nice.
That's good.
You would think it'd be easier. That's a lot of holes to put in. You got to put, what, 2 sets of 120?
Yeah, that is a lot of holes.
Yeah. And they gotta go nicely around the shape of Wisconsin, and I have to do a mushroom shaped one.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, aren't you getting John to draw some mushrooms for you?
Yeah, he drew a mushroom. It's very nice. I told him to send the bill to Rick. I think Rick's gonna be owing a lot of money.
Christopher says, my favorite part of the interview is they never have been never been on. where they never have seen the show.
Because they've never watched the show before.
Yeah.
My favorite part, the interviews, where they have never seen the show. Is that your show, Vomitorium?
He might mean
As-
here.
As
Although,
Krista. yeah.
I don't think
people-
anybody Rick's interview has ever watched Rick's show before.
Well, Rick is tenacious in going out and getting people at times.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's not afraid to do that. Sometimes he is.
Yeah, I need to start booking some interviews.
Yeah, I've put out a bunch of feelers. I got nobody for this next Monday, so
You should interview the contestants for the hair manga. Like Evan, maybe Evan would like to come on and promote his own contest.
You know Evan avoids being on streams like the plague.
I know. It's kind of weird. Starting to question the mental stability of Evan sometimes.
Only sometimes?
No, I think he's okay. So I'm gonna work on that Coca-Cola sign that Rick is buying for Elric.
geez, somebody's yeah, I'm not sure what the right word is. Gonna be waiting a long time. Maybe if my next campaign does super well.
I don't know.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say my next campaign because probably, hopefully, maybe in the next week, as soon as I have everything out, I'm going to be trying to see whether some people want to put in some images for a coloring book, or Canadian Cross Comics coloring book.
I agree with Kat. Evan is definitely more sane than Dillard. He's probably more sane than me, but I don't claim to be sane.
Advertising.
Argo says the contest sounds cool. Coloring Coca-Cola with stars in his eyes. Some shows ask hard questions, not Ricky. Lets the guess. He lets the guests crack on their own.
As they wait for the audience to come up with questions for him.
Yeah.
Who, Rick's interviews? Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked some myself. I'm slowly getting better at it. But the thing
Rick,
is,
you did interviews all last year.
actually, I only did it for like 2 or 3 months, and then I ran into the same problem I've just run into. You know, I contact people and nobody gets back to me. You know?
I don't know.
Or like last week, well, I think last week was the first time I had that. The person didn't show. You know? They didn't even let me know, oh, they had work or something like that. It's like, okay, well, you should have told me. You should have let me know earlier in the day that you weren't going to be able to make it or whatever. You know, and I
Rick,
asked
I could make little Coca-Cola coasters for Elric. That wouldn't be $100.
no, only 75, right?
Mallet, you should come on my show sometime and talk about what you do.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Listen,
We'll get together and plan this out.
Yeah. Actually, you do it on Wednesdays around 6 p.m. Central, right?
Yeah, I do. You could always
Keep
either
reminding
come on
me.
the name one, or you could just schedule the other show that I do on that channel.
Ooh, what's the other show?
It's the Hypogeum, which means underground in Greek. Or no, Roman, Latin, yeah.
You don't know, do you?
And no, it's Greek. It's Hypogeum. Because hypo means below, and geum is the space, so it's the space below. And that one is scheduled as needed. So like you could just pick whenever you want to go on.
Ah. Might be a good a wooden Coca-Cola. See, Elric likes the Coca-Cola thing. Coaster. Oh, maybe that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, it's a fun show.
Are there any hard questions? Do I have to study?
No, you don't have to study at all.
Okay, good. A lot of times when I go on John's show, right?
Yeah.
And he was streaming, he'd ask me about the news, and I wouldn't have the proper information, and he would shame me.
No. Most of the thing I'd be asking questions about like the stuff that you do and things like that.
Yeah. I was just trying to.
Argos asks, can you make a Coca-Cola boomerang?
I probably could.
Well, I'm sure you can make a Coca-Cola anything that you have the
Yeah.
ability to make the base version of.
Yeah. A boomerang would probably need to be kind of tapered, wouldn't it? Have some sort of thing there.
Mallet. Kat wants you to give her a list of the people in the chat and stream who are the most sane to least sane.
In the stream and the chat. Well, I don't really know Christopher. I can't really judge him. Argos seems pretty sane, although I have encountered one of his siblings that might not be sane. Elric, I'm not really sure about Elric. He's an enigma.
He does live in California, right?
But that does I don't hold you being in Canada against you. So I mean,
Sure.
or Bullet. Well, not you, maybe Bullet.
But he does insist that everybody work on California time, so that's a point against him.
Yeah. And he's got an I think. See, if John was here, that'd be simple.
What? Did
A
he
lot of
be
people. A
the
lot of
most?
people not here that deserve more credit than they can't get it because they're not here.
Well, she's just talking about the people that are here at the moment, probably. Unless she wants to say different.
I see Argo's screen. I have a list of people in the chat and stream who are the most sane.
I'm probably sitting close to the bottom of the list.
Well, I'm going to say that all of us have some questionable issues since we're all here right now.
Yeah.
So
She says she can list others too.
I really don't know any of you and good enough to question your mental your sanity. Tell you the truth. No, not even Rick. No, very little. I think we know too much about Rick, but
Well, I think I'm fairly.
we know enough about Rick, but not enough. You know what I say, Meadow?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's just kind of like, I'd like to know more.
We know too much about the stuff that doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I question someone's sanity that wants me to rate other people's sanities on the internet. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Did I sufficiently not answer that question?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm glad I could help.
And Kat just replies with sunglasses.
I know she's probably in a whole other Discord chat.
Elric says everyone's a little crazy. Cat says Metal really wants that. It's in any card. Virgo says
I'm not gonna
Metal.
say I want it, but honestly, people have been giving it to me since like elementary school, so I've just kind of accepted it.
Yeah, is that a? All right, Rick. I'm gonna get a Coca-Cola SVG right now at 70 cents. All right.
Okay.
You can
What is an
PayPal.
SVG?
You can PayPal me at least 70 cents. Or take 70 cents off any comic I might buy.
So that's 70 cents American. That's like $1 Canadian.
Yeah. So far you're only in the hole with me for 70 cents.
No, $1.
That seems fair. Hey, Elric. So who's Cat DMing?
I think she's talking directly to you.
To me.
Yeah. Because she said no when you asked if you sufficiently dodged the question.
Okay. Well, I saw a message from Evan in the secret Haramanga chat. I think it is.
It's not
Did you
secret.
Oh
tell
yeah,
Rick that?
we
You did
we
that
already
one?
addressed that one. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you did possibly. So what shape would a Coca-Cola coaster be? Oh, I bet Elric would like California shaped Coca-Cola coasters, don't you?
Oh yeah, probably. See, it'd be easy if it was Pepsi because then you just have a circle and put the logo in there.
Yeah, but Coca-Cola is just like the words, right? I mean,
Yeah, I don't think they actually have like
A
a
shape?
fancy logo other than just the cursive words that they draw out.
yeah.
So you could do a circle with Coca-Cola right across the middle of the circle.
I mean, some of the old stuff has some stuff with it, but yeah, you could do a red circle. You could do a red circle with Coca-Cola with that little wave thing. And the old Coca-Cola has a Coca-Cola with a bottle in it. But
Yeah, it does.
But that's $3.70.
Yeah, I'm not like super into Coca-Cola or anything compared to other drinks, but I do really like it if it was like in a glass bottle. I think it holds the flavor better.
I agree with you. there. I do think bottled beverages are better than canned.
Yes.
Especially glass bottles.
Yeah, plastic bottles, I hate them.
Yeah, you don't want that plasticky taste seeping into your soda.
Right. Well, I'm thinking the guy who made who ripped off the Coca-Cola logo, he is from India.
So coasters shaped like India?
Just I see the picture that he has for his little Etsy store.
Oh, okay.
Rick, you could do that. Start like making SVG files and put them on the Etsy store.
SVG. Yeah, that's for the. That's. I didn't know what you meant when you said SVG earlier.
Oh.
Just figured it out. New Coke sucked.
Yeah. I was doing my little Liberty thing earlier. The thing I was working on earlier, Rick,
Yeah.
and the when I was cutting, it cut weird. It cut all the stars out, so I stopped it and I quit.
Let's see.
It's probably for the best.
Argo suggests for the coaster do the iconic shape of the glass bottle.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a very good coaster, I guess.
yeah. Neither would the California shape.
Yeah.
I'm trying to save you money, Rick.
Depends on how big you make the coaster too.
Yeah, but at that point it'd have to be big enough that you could put like 2 drinks on it.
Yeah. So what is a traditional coaster size? Was it about
Yeah,
3
because some of
inches?
them get pretty big and some of them are small. I would think most of the coasters I've ever had were probably 2.5 by 2.5.
For the square
Or if you were
one.
doing circle, yeah, for square or circle, I guess it would just be 2.5 diameter.
Or you could do the round one, put the Coca-Cola bottle in the middle, going one way, engrave it in, and then across in the wavy line, say Coca-Cola.
Feet? That's a big coaster. No, inches, Elric.
Why is he talking? Yeah, Rick. Well, that's part of the thing too. That it gets to be the detail gets to be very small on a coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
hard.
like,
I mean,
but
I can engrave that, but it's
well, what I mean is you just show the shape of the bottle, right? You don't have to do any real detail on the bottle, and you just, Coca-Cola.
Well, some of them do get pretty big, though. Like, there is a fabric coaster sitting at the table with me, and this one is about 6 inches across.
is it sentient?
No.
And hello, Art of Reed. Art of Reed is in the chat.
So a coaster should maybe be about a 1/4 inch thick. That should be good.
Like thick?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, best. Most coasters, I think, are less than
Yeah, a lot of wooden ones, I think, probably are maybe closer to an 1/8 of inch, but you could do a 1/4 inch.
Yeah, I
It's
could
not
do this.
bad.
Hey, Willie, what's going on, buddy?
Yes, Willie,
I'm
that
making-
is. Go ahead.
Rick is paying me to make coasters for Elric.
No, I'm not. I was paying you to make coasters. I'm paying you to make coasters for me. No
What
offense,
kind do you
Albert.
want? You want Canadian ones?
Actually, I probably have a Canadian shield, emblem. So,
Yeah, but I think for most people, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between that and just a typical Canadian coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just put the emblem on again, the maple leaf in the middle, and then maybe the at the top, and Canadian shield or Canadian shield throughout the maple leaf.
I think Rick is commissioning me, isn't he, Meadow?
No.
If he is, he's doing it irresponsibly.
Why? Oh, I've already checked that.
Man, I know a lot of people try to irresponsibly commission me through like voice chats and stuff like that. I'm like, listen, man, I'm going to need you to remember everything you just told me and send it to me in a private message because I will forget everything we talked about right here.
Well, at least I'd have the stream to remind me of all the details if I was actually doing it today, not at this point. Maybe sometime in the future. Actually, maybe how much could you do something like that for? Do you know per item?
Oh, I think we'd have to talk.
Yeah.
Let's see. But then other people get jealous.
Yeah. Yeah, I know business should be done off here, so nobody hears prices and all that. So you're not the price that you
Except
do
for
for
when
me.
except for when you're doing stuff for like Elric, we can talk about that on.
That's because Elric's not going to get a discount. That's why.
Yeah. Rick's not getting a discount for Elric's stuff. It's an arbitrary number. There we go.
Rick is drawing someone's junk in that top panel. Well, yes and no. I am trying to draw just part of the top half of probably about this section of Kung Fu Kitty from the sides.
Yeah. You guys got to hold me to it. I'm supposed to buy a copy of Canadian Shield for me because he got mad at me.
You call that
Why
mad?
Are you buying, he goes, why are you buying other people's books? Yeah, you bought his book. You didn't buy mine. Oh, kind of bad.
Well, I have books, but I don't hold it against anybody who doesn't buy them.
Yeah.
Especially because they're print on demand, so it's not like I'm out money if people don't buy it.
The thing I saw about coasters was that I've seen just plain wood coasters. I see a lot of times where there's no sort of absorbency to it. Makes sense.
Yeah. Because you're going to have to, like, oil it or put some type of stain on it so that it doesn't, get waterlogged by whatever you put onto it.
Yeah.
But by doing that, that means, though, unless you put, like, a lot of wooden coasters will have, like, a dip around the edge right before, so at least it'll hold some of it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it'll slide right off.
Art of Reed says, so you are drawing cats bazongas. Is that what you're telling us? No, that is not what I'm telling anybody. I have entered.
I think you would lose points for that.
Oh yeah, I mean that'd be like trying to cater. That'd be bad.
I wouldn't even say that's catering. I think that the cat would find that offensive and take points off.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with you.
Elric says, Reed, be careful. Cat has a wrench. The wrench of judgment. Laugh out loud. And Cat puts some eyes to say she's watching.
No one knows what the eyes are supposed to mean, but they sure are provocative.
They are.
And then she puts up the wrench. Elric, you're not supposed to remind her she has the wrench.
Well, he only does that because he's got a wrench, so he feels safe.
Yeah.
Dude.
Okay, so. Yeah,
Can you see me now, Rick?
Yeah, I can see what you're presenting. I'm just showing it off to everybody else.
Okay. I just looked at that.
Yeah, I see the dip there, so it'll catch the water.
And I'd go around that edge with like a a ball nose, a ball nose mill. So it'd just be like a round dip.
Yeah.
Elric says, now, Cat, before you use that wrench, you must pay attention to this one. Well, technically, I've never said anything like that, Elric. And Art says, laugh out loud, a loving face at Cat. And Elric's all stars.
Oh,
And
because he
saying,
saw the
give me,
Coca-Cola thing.
yeah. He's saying, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, never get start, your manners yet. And he won't give it to you, but he'll sell it to you, Elric.
Oh no, I know how to sell Rick a coaster mallet.
Oh, yeah.
What you do is you basically make it a hockey puck with a maple leaf engraved into it.
Yeah, and I could like stain it with ebony stain and make it out of maple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can't get much more Canadian than that.
No, I could basically make a hockey puck out of maple.
Elric says, how much? How much? How much? How much? Contact him off screen.
Yeah, Alec, DM me. We'll talk. Rick is paying for it, so we'll
No,
we'll make
I'm
it
not. No, I'm not, Elric. No, I'm not. You are paying.
Rick is a good man. You're here every day.
Maybe if I get,
Don't worry about it, Rick. It's just
10,000.
fun. You're not gonna have...
Yeah, I know. Maybe if I get like 10,000 off my campaign for Canadian Shield number 2 and Snowdrift number 1.
So now we can render it.
So yeah, before next stream that I'm doing this, I'm gonna paint this a little bit more, go over this. We'll get the black out of here. Not that it matters much. And then hopefully maybe next stream I can actually do some more stuff on here. And Elric says he will DM you. I think my hardest part is going to be drawing the anime style. Doing the face, especially the faces anime style.
Well, you know how you get better at that? You sit down and you practice it.
Yeah.
Metal. You're trying to help again.
Well, Mallet, it is that time again. Would you like to promote yourself?
You guys all know me.
For the few people that might not.
Okay. I got a YouTube channel and I'm on Twitch.
And
and I do this kind of stuff a lot.
Yeah, but what's your name on those things?
Mallet CNC Works.
Okay, there.
I'm gonna post your eBay link again because it's still on my clipboard.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
What do you guys think of that? Just a plain maple one with red?
Yeah. Really nice.
And then you could do white around the edge there.
Yeah, white in that little thing there. Yeah. Elric says cross-read manga and watch anime in practice. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Elric, I'll post this on Twitter and tag that, and we can all thank Cross Comics for letting us create it on stream and buying them for you.
Okay, Metal, you want to promote?
Oh yeah, just the normal. My ticker that I guess it's kind of hard to read because it's coming through grainy on stream. But go to xdynamischaos.com, which is kind of like my digital magazine, and I've got tons of stuff you can read between comics and prose in both long and short form. A bunch of character bios and things about the world. You can get lost for hours on the site.
Cool.
And also, I got to promote Xylo, because Xylo might be appearing in an actual book one day.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I was told his powers were stupid, but
I think John is still calling the power stupid.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, thanks for Metal and Mallet coming on. Eminem.
oh great, thanks. Now I feel like a little boy.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for coming on for the stream where I'm introducing that I'm participating in this manga. And I'm not sure what else. Go check out all my stuff and my links. You know where it all is. Check out my Teespring if you want some cross comics wear. You know, get the Canadian Shield that's drawn on a shirt or whatever. You know where it all is. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you all later. I might do a stream tomorrow if I can get a hold of John's artwork for the raffle off. So we'll catch y'all later. Bye for now. God bless. Love y'all. Have a great and wonderful night, everyone. Or day or